All right, Corey. We'll go to Drew Hill.
Taylor, career night for Tyus tonight. I'm sure everybody was happy for him. What did you make of the way that he played and how he showed up in the clutch moments there at the end?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Tyus was phenomenal tonight. He's been doing that all season long when he's had to step in into the starting lineup. You know, he gives us a boost off the bench. He's just been doing a lot of things that impact winning, and I thought tonight was a prime example of that. Obviously, a career night. I mean, everyone's super excited for him. The hooting and hollering and cheering on the bench and in the locker room after the game. You know, I thought he played with just great poise, but also great physicality and force, getting inside, getting to the rim, his, paint finishes, big time, threes. And then, as you said, to close out with some big buckets there late. I mean, he was just good from start to end. And I'm just really proud of him and the leadership he showed tonight. And he's been doing this. I said, it's not just a one night thing. Obviously, it's a career night for him, but, the fact that he's been doing this off the bench and then when he's had to step in the starting role, he's just been a great leader, a guy that's played with great force and has produced at a really high level, when his number's been called. So tonight's a great example of what Tyus can do and really proud of him.
DeMichael Cole.
Taylor, if anything, what changes when you go from, Ja Morant starting to Tyus Jones in terms of things that are emphasized and, rotational wise?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it changes when you've got, just one primary point guard. Obviously we kind of go by committee, there when Tyus comes out of the game. You got Dez in the game, you got Melt, John, kind of a three-headed group there, trying to manage the point guard. But our system doesn't change. When Ja is in or out of the lineup. We're still motion based. We want to play with pace. We want to keep moving the ball. 29 assists tonight. That's our standard every single night. So it doesn't matter who's running the point guard spot. Obviously, you got to do it by committee, and it's a lot different when you have John, Tyus in the lineup together. But just really proud of the guys, the way they moved the ball tonight. There was a lot of great examples, especially in the half court. Just keep playing, and multiple guys, being playmakers and pick and rolls or driving kicks. And obviously Tyus, was a lead engine for that, in that starting group. So nothing changes. We got to have to adapt, but we've had to, do this on several occasions throughout the year, and just really proud of the guys. Just continue to stay the course and play into our standard.
Megan Triplett.
Coach, what can you say about what Brandon Clark has shown you, particularly in these last couple of stretches of games? And these last 10 games, he's averaging over 12 points. You can kind of see that confidence level going up. What do you make of his performance coming off the bench as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think BC is just doing a great job. I mean, we've gotten accustomed to this. He's been in the lineup for a number of weeks, months now, playing at a really high level. I always say he's bringing a huge spark off the bench. It's through his points. It's through his rebounding. It's the multiple coverages he can execute on the defensive end. It's 50-50 balls. It's just his general activity, the way he runs the floor, the way he keeps the offense moving in the half courts defensively, the switchability on the defensive end, blocking shots, rebounds. He just plays with a high motor and a lot of energy, and I'm just really proud of what he's been doing here for a really long stretch now in the season. That's really, helped us win. We talk so much about the importance of our bench, and when you got, Tyus normally coming off the bench, Melt, producing off the bench, but especially BC, he brings one of the biggest sparks off our benches and, makes a huge impact on our success.
DeMichael.
Taylor, even with all the success that you've been having lately, free throw shooting, hasn't been as good as it was earlier in the season. Is that something that, it's fixable, or is it more just, getting the reps, a mental thing? Just how do you assess that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we definitely got to get more reps. We've got confidence in a lot of these guys that are very capable and good free throw shooters. So, we definitely have struggled from the line, in recent stretches here. Just got to keep going to the gym, putting the work in and raise that number up.
Joe Mullinax.
Coach Jenkins, an impressive win on the glass tonight for your team, plus 15 in the rebounding differential with Jonas Valanciunas, who obviously Grizzlies fans and folks are familiar with as a strong rebounder. How much of that was a game plan specific thing to really try to attack the glass, not just with Steven Adams, who had a double-double, but as a team, 5 members of the Grizzlies out-rebounded Jonas Valanciunas tonight, for example?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we knew that they were, I think top 4 in the league in offensive rebounding. Obviously, Jonas, one of the best in the league at doing that. There are other bigs too, very capable. It's our, standard every single night. It can't just be, Steven getting all the rebounds offensively or defensively. I thought we did a really good job in executing our running habits from offense to defense to sneak in and get a couple more, offensive rebounds. I remember John getting in there, BC getting in there, JJ getting in there, Dez even getting in there. Guys were executing what we should be doing every single night, but, a little bit more emphasis knowing that the Pelicans were really good on the offensive end. I thought we did a really good job on the defensive end too. I remember there was a couple of possessions we showed at halftime, said offensive boards have hurt us. They had 10 second chance points. I mean, they still ended up with 18, but a little bit better emphasis in the second half, which, was a difference, to make sure we limited them one shot.
Last question, Sean Coleman. Sean, you there?
We're good.
All right, we'll call it there. I don't think Sean can hear us. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.